Good morning. It is 10 o'clock. It is April 25th. All three county commissioners are here. I ask that you rise for a moment of silent meditation and then a pledge to the flag. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all for coming today. We will now have consents and approvals from the county administrator.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We have 8 exonerations for $2,238.55. Vouchers, General County Fund, $289,883.70. Coal 7.
There was one item in there, in the vouchers that we need to discuss. 'Cause
Okay.
I marked it to pull it.
Okay. I didn't even look at it.
Okay.
So do you know which one it is?
Yes, I know exactly.
Okay, why don't we go through it and then we can pull that one out.
You had the 250 in there.
Okay.
Okay.
We hadn't signed that agreement yet.
So that needs to be taken out of the
Yes.
General County?
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
sorry.
No, that's all right.
Go ahead, read your list.
Go ahead and then we'll exempt that from it.
Yeah.
Okay. General County, $289,883.70. Coal Severance Fund, $280.84. 911, $3,514.40. Chestnut Ridge Park, $1,056.82. Camp Muffley, $448.83. Mason-Dixon Park, $1,147.32. Assessor's valuation, $158.48. Purchasing card vouchers, General County Fund, $9,529.46. Coal Severance, $1,064.48. Magistrate Court, $65.80. 911, $181.74. Chestnut Ridge Park, $74.25. Camp Muffley, $283.23. Mason-Dixon Park, $232.20. Assessor's valuation, $797.03 for a voucher total of $308,718.58. Position vacancies for boards and authorities. We have the West Run Board of Zoning Appeals, Planning Commission, the River Road PSD, Mountain Line Transit Authority, and the Mon County Development Authority. Fiduciary orders for April the 25th, 2018.
Do I have a motion with the
Move for approval with the exception of the $250,000 voucher under the general county.
Okay.
Be pulled until we sign our agreement.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, it's been probably moved in second and also just explained. All those, unless you want to explain it more.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Let's have a vote on that. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, passes 3-0. Thank you. We are fortunate to have the Honorable Prosecuting Attorney Perry DeChristopher.
I'm here this morning to introduce you all to a new member of our prosecutor team here in Monongalia County, Keisha Tenorio. She is going to be pursuing our abuse and neglect cases in our county. And as you all are certainly aware, that is a booming industry in Monongalia County with the addiction problems that lots of folks suffer within their jurisdiction. And lots of those cases involve, sadly, children in homes that are not usually the best homes for them to be in. And so we kind of stole Keisha from Hardy County, the Hardy County Prosecuting Attorney's Office. And although they're bitter, they're happy for her to be in our county because it's certainly a big county and is going to give her the opportunity to pursue lots of cases and do lots of good work. And so we're very happy to have her here. I sent a letter on the 16th,
Okay.
but maybe I thought I attached a letter to an email on the
That's fine.
16th. But we are happy to have her here, and certainly if anybody has any concerns or thoughts or information that they're needing about our process in those kinds of cases, she's a great resource for that. So we're happy to have her here.
Move for approval with discussion.
Second.
Second?
Perry, is this replacing a vacancy?
This is, well, it's not a vacancy yet. Jennifer Stevens is leaving our office sadly. This week is her last week, and so we had the opportunity to have Keisha here for a week with Jennifer here for an overlapping week. So it's worked out really well. So we don't have a vacancy yet, but in 2 days we will.
Okay, all right. That was on my only
Okay.
question.
Been properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Welcome.
Welcome, and as you'll learn, that we have the Child Advocacy Center that we fund in our budget because we felt that was very important, and unfortunately, it is a growing area, and we will work closely with you. welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, are there any other introductions, new employees? Seeing none, at this time, we have comments from the public. If you would please come before the microphone, state your name if you're with anyone else, and what you would like to talk about. It is now open. Is there anyone who wants to? Oh, okay. Sure.
My name's Margaret Batten, and my address is 1146 Fort Martin Road, Batesville, West Virginia. First of all, I want to thank you guys for getting the cleanup crew out there. They did an excellent job, and please extend our thank you to them.
We will.
We are still having a lot of trouble with the mud being tracked out onto the road at, I think it's L&S Minerals. It's where the railroad company brings their those big boards in, and then they haul sand and gravel out of there, and it's a mess.
Okay.
Also, there's another place out. I mean, we're on that end of the county, so I mean, we don't get much out there. Everything is we get the last part of it. But Bethel Road, it looks like a dump site there, and if they could get that cleaned up, we would appreciate it. And has there been anything done about meeting with Longview to see about if they're going to help with the road?
All I know at this time is that they are working, that they are talking. The
They are
DOH
talking.
and them are talking. I don't know where they're at this time. We are going to meet tomorrow with Don Williams, and we could throw that out as a question.
Can anybody come to the meeting with Don Williams? There's some residents that would like to come and voice.
Well, but they won't know. The meeting's going to be with us. Now, you can listen to the meeting, but we
Okay.
don't want to set it up so because we're trying to learn about River Road.
Okay.
But they can come, yeah.
It's not a public hearing.
It's not a
Okay,
public hearing, it's more
okay.
of a discussion, and it's going to be out River Road, but I can ask to see if they have any information on there.
Okay, and where is that going to be?
That
Here?
will- Well, we're trying to set it up at 3 o'clock tomorrow here.
It'll be here, ma'am.
Here.
3 o'clock.
Okay.
That's
All
what we're
right.
trying to finalize, setting
Very
it up.
good. Thank you very much.
Okay. Hi, is there anyone else who would like to speak? Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Scott Marshall. I'm the head of site operations for the Morgantown Mylan manufacturing plant, and I thank you all for letting me address you today. As you're fully aware, we've taken some significant and serious actions here this past week, and those actions involve the scale and the complexity of our Morgantown site. Our Morgantown operations, one of the largest in the world, and I have traveled the world with my 25 years with Mylan. I came back in July, and as the regulatory environment continues to change and the landscape continues to evolve, we've had to evolve with that. And in order to right-size the facility so that our regulatory obligations continue to be enhanced and continue to deliver the quality of product that we've been known for around the world, we've had to take this 15% reduction in the workforce. We still remain one of the largest manufacturing sites in Mylan's fold throughout the world, and our obligations to Monongalia County as well as West Virginia will continue. We've been embedded in West Virginia since our founding. We're glad to be part of this community, and this action, as tough as it may be, is one that we felt necessary for the future. And it's those 85% that we really do really want to make sure that we stay that strong force for the basis. The 15%, obviously, we appreciate what this commission has done and what they are doing to help with outreach, and I can assure you that we're doing those same type things. So,
Would you like to just share who you're with? since-
absolutely, thank you. I'm actually with Leah Summers, who's head of our community outreach group, and also Tim Goodenow, who is head of our communications group. So, yep.
I'll ask to suspend the rules, if that's okay, if you just want to make a comment, or do you want to say anything at this time? Since
Sure. No, if you could expand on what some of those outreach efforts are.
those are still being developed. We have, as an actual outreach group, we have, of course, one of the largest global outreach groups, and they are now meeting with, I think, 5 different agencies to see about the outplacement. I can't comment a whole lot right yet because while we are a bargaining unit and a collective bargaining agreement, there are certain guidelines we have to follow within that agreement, and we are negotiating those points right now. So, but we are actively seeking very much the very same routes that you all are. So.
If I can say, I've known Mr. Marshall since college days, and I think one of the things that the commission has been very concerned about, and we realize that when you lose 15%, you're losing not just the property owners and the business, but they are the coaches, like you. They are the people who make up this community.
Tom, I
Yeah.
couldn't agree with you more. And having, coached Little League Baseball through 2 of my sons that you helped educate, as well as my daughter on T-ball, and your education, I do appreciate that and all that. But yeah, we are founded, and I was a coach of the Little League, of the community basketball leagues too, and still remain that, and waiting for my grandchildren to get of the right age. So, and you're right. And this action, as tough as it was, involves my friends. You can bet that I was engaged with all 400 of them on a number of occasions. And, these, I have distant cousins here, and these are people that I coach with in the community as well. We're actually, and again, I would caution I can only go so far, but we are working through a voluntary program that we are negotiating with the union, and as hopefully we'll get to a very good place there, and as we do, there will be those persons who are reaching retirement age or whatnot that we could help maybe bridge some of their concerns getting to retirement age, and obviously that will help us bring back and those that we involuntarily laid off. So.
And I want to thank Leah and Tim, especially Leah. I reached out to her, and in less than 36 hours, we requested that you could come and just talk before us, and you did. And I think that's one of the things that stands out. I mean, Milan has always been an important part of our community.
Absolutely.
We wanted to, as I said it, and I was very honest, I said, we are bleeding. However, we now need to move forward with stability, and we wanted to hear, which is what we just heard, that you are committed to this community and the state and the people who are still here. And now we need to see how to help those people and at the same time work together. And again, Leah, I can't say enough about, I didn't really think you could pull it off, and I really appreciate that. And I appreciate
we've always been active, and we appreciate
Yeah.
you reaching out because, again, we do want to be active with the community. We want to be active for those 400 of the bargaining unit as well as the 100 on the management side
Right.
Also, and about 88. But whatever, I'll not get into the details there.
understand.
But indeed, we're glad to be part of this community, and that sustainability and the viability is really why this action was taken.
and appreciate your coming. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank
Really,
you.
do appreciate it.
Thank you all very much. Thanks.
Is there anyone else who would like to speak during this public portion? Seeing none, we will close the public portion. Okay, at this time, we have the Honorable Colleen Kuhn with grants. No, she doesn't have any grants today. Okay. Do we have any correspondence?
No, sir.
No correspondence? So you wish your meetings were like this. Unfinished business? No. Okay. New business. To consider setting a public hearing on May 23rd, 2018 at 10 o'clock or as soon after as may be heard to amend the West Run Planning District zoning designation from neighborhood R2 to high-density R4 for subject property legally described as Morgan District Tax Map 4B, parcels 67, 68, and 68.1.
Move for approval?
Second?
Properly moved and second. Did you want to discuss something?
They had originally requested the 16th, but moved it to the 23rd. So in
Okay.
case anybody hadn't known that it was supposed to be the 16th, we've now changed it to the 23rd.
Okay. It's been properly moved and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Consideration of appointment to the Monongalia County Planning Commission.
Yes, sir. Bader Giggenbach has been serving for for us in the presidential capacity, and then he's now the immediate past president, but he would like to be reappointed.
Move to approve the appointment.
Second.
Properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Great. Any other new business?
Oh, we just have one item.
Go ahead.
April is
Oh.
National County Government Month.
Yes.
And every year, the County Commissioners Association of West Virginia sponsor an 8th grade essay contest. A few years ago, we've decided to adopt our own essay contest and give awards. And the essay is, how does my county commission make life better for me? So we've got submissions from 4 of the middle schools. We'd like to announce the winners. I don't know if you guys want to do that or not.
No. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay.
Go ahead. We're not going to say what order they were in, right? Or are we?
It's up to you.
Last time, we usually just say, here's the winners, and then they come here, and then they find out. I think
Okay.
that'll make them come.
Okay. So I'll just do them in alphabetical order. How about
Fine,
that?
that's great.
Okay. Cloelle Fitz from St. Francis, Leah Hatcher from St. Francis, and Rachel Shockley from Mountaineer Middle will be our top 3 winners. We also have, I think we can go ahead and say these are
Yes.
an honorable mention, and we'll be sending them certificates. We have Nolan Cook from South Middle, Francesca Kane from Mountaineer Middle, and Michael Lewis Payton Jr. from Clay Battelle Middle. So we will be sending them certificates, and then hopefully next week, on May the 2nd, the 3 top winners will be here to shadow you all for the meeting. So,
And then maybe why don't we honor them to also come out at the
well, if they can
presentation?
stay.
Okay,
If they can stay,
ask them
then
to
they
stay.
can come to the
Okay.
courthouse square. over
If that's
there.
okay with them? Okay, great. And thank you for doing that. And we did get more schools and more applications this
Yes, we
time.
did.
which
And
is-
then, of course, we send all of those submissions to
the state.
the County
And
Commissioners
they make their own.
Association, and they do their own awards
Right.
for all of the counties.
And we have had award winners from the county before.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we've been very fortunate. Okay, reports from elected officials. Are there any elected officials? Come on down.
Chief Tax Deputy Kelly Palmer, and I just wanted to remind everyone that their 2017 taxes need to be paid by Monday, April the 30th, and payments need to be in the office by 7 p.m. We will run the list, the delinquent list, when we close at 7, and so to avoid your name being published in the newspaper and any additional fees and interest, you should have your payments in by 7 p.m.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, Ed?
That's very important. My father would have, if they ever, my name would have been appeared on that list, I assure you. He read the list. So, Friday, we had a really good meeting with the involved parties of Milan Center's Extension and Commission, which was involving planning of the possible new extension and 4-H Center. I thought everything went really well. Looking at the site, Monday, Mr. Doyle and I met at Camp Muffley, planning on putting 2 bathrooms into what used to be the dining hall, which is now an assembly hall, but doesn't have any bathroom facilities attached to it. So we think that this will also make now 2 halls that we would have for rentability, not just the large dining hall, which we finished, but this other assembly hall. Tomorrow, there is a art auction at Artsmon is putting on. I believe it's also in conjunction with another body. That'll be at the Hotel Morgan at 6 o'clock. So if you're looking to augment your art collection from local artists, please plan on showing up. And of course, early voting has started. So please vote. Whether you vote early or not, but please get out there and make your voices heard for what you believe should go on in the community, because one part of this election is, of course, for the school board, and
Right.
that's the only chance that you can vote on the school board. So this is an important election. Please get out and vote. Thank you.
Thank you. Sean?
Last Thursday, we had our Mylan Park board meeting. It's a board meeting we have every 2 months. And that was my second meeting as part of the Mylan Park board. So I think everything went very well. There's a lot of change that's going on, obviously, with the aquatic center and the track center up at Mylan Park. But additionally, with the group they have that managing the park, and it's now being managed in so much more of a professional manner. I mean, and that's not casting dispersion on how it was managed before. It was managed by volunteers. So, yeah, I'm really impressed with a lot of the things that they have going on out there. In addition, one of the big items is the potential for the extension 4-H building. So we're really looking forward to that. Then in the afternoon, on that Thursday, I had a meeting with the MAP Alliance Executive Committee group, trying to work through a lot of the details with this project we've been working on for a couple of months to consolidate some of the nonprofits. So that's going well. On Friday, as Ed mentioned, we did have a meeting at Mylan Park to go over details regarding the extension building. After that meeting, I took the opportunity to get a tour of the fields and things that were going on in the fields. For instance, University High was playing their first game of the year on the fields up there because, I mean, they've been deluged with rain. But they really are making a lot of doing a lot of things to the fields, programming a lot more events. It's really exciting, everything that's going on up there. During the day on Friday, I had the pleasure of going to Eastwood Middle School to do an Earth Day presentation. Key Logic, who I work for, every year sponsors a program at Eastwood, in which it involves the 4th grade, and we ask them to do a poster on what Earth Day means to me. And then they send so about 100 kids send their posters in, and then we have a process where we pick the best one. And then what we do is we put the best entry on a T-shirt, on the back of a T-shirt, and then on Earth Day we go to the school and we reveal who won and provide every 4th grader with a copy of that T-shirt. So it was really exciting listening, or just I was worried about, when I go, the kids just want to know who won the T-shirt and wasn't listening to what I had to say, because we had a lot of things that we were talking about in regards to things that we're doing for energy conservation across the county. And I brought the county perspective and the things that we're working on, the recycling program that Tom spearheads, what our solid waste authority does. And then I also just gave them some statistics about, things that where we stand in regards to recycling and how we can go further. And the kids paid attention to every little bit. But it was really exciting to unveil the T-shirt, and the winner was Reagan Brandt, and it was in the paper on Saturday. I appreciate Dominion Post being there. But that was probably the highlight of my month, being able to visit with those kids. So it was really cool. Saturday I had the annual Republican Party Reagan dinner, which all 6 candidates for the Republican candidates for the Senate were there, and it's a pretty interesting field, to say the least. As of the end of the day today, tomorrow morning, I'm heading out of town. I'm following the MHS band to Norfolk. They're down there participating in a festival and doing a number of visits in the area when they're down there. So I'm following them down there. So I'll be out of town with the band. And as Ed mentioned, early voting is on. Please, everybody, please take it seriously and get out and vote. That's it.
Thank you. First, I did go with Bobby Doyle and Jimmy Smith when we had the slide out on the River Road and overseeing the area, and I know that this is a concern that all of us have in the community, and that's why we're going to talk with Mr. Williams tomorrow about what they are looking to do in planning. And again, we are trying to resolve that issue in the best way possible. That also brings up, I'm also on the MRTC committee board, and we have 4 more slides on the rails in this time. So it's happening all over, and we're very concerned about it. And we have a couple more that are potential, and we're trying to alleviate those situations. I do also want to say I was fortunate to represent on Monday, and that you have the information, the kids count on us, and they came up with their second program, which is promoting the CHIPS program, which is the Children's Health Insurance Program, and they acknowledge the county commission because we do several things that maybe you all don't realize, but we work closely with the schools and the Pantry Plus More program to get out that information, and 97% of the people in this county are covered under it. That's great. We're going for the other 3%, but they were very thankful for all the work we do and working with them. So basically, it was a really good program. And finally, as I said, yeah, please vote. Doesn't matter who you vote for, but it's your constitutional right, and it's very important that we get you to vote. So at this time, if there's anything else,
Move to adjourn.
Move to
Second.
adjourn. Okay, we are adjourned.